From the different colors of animal blood to the immortal animal that is able to age backwards and become young again. Here are some of the most amazing animal facts that will blow your mind. Animal blood isn't always red. We often connect the color red with blood. Blood moons and blood oranges reinforce this association. It is indeed true that in many animals, blood appears red due to the presence of iron-rich hemoglobin in their red blood cells, but only when it comes in contact with oxygen. However, certain animals utilize different proteins to transport oxygen through their bodies. For instance, octopuses have blue blood due to a copper-based protein called hemocyanin. Insects, on the other hand, possess yellowish-green plasma that functions as their blood. Interestingly, the green-blooded skink found in New Guinea has, as you might have guessed, green blood. This unique color is attributed to a toxic bile pigment that may provide protection against parasites. If the first clip didn't amaze you, brace yourself for the subsequent videos that will truly leave you speechless with wonder. Migrating birds might see Earth's magnetic field using quantum entanglement. For a long time, biologists have been perplexed by the phenomenon of bird migration. Birds possess the incredible ability to utilize Earth's magnetic field as a navigational aid, covering vast distances between their wintering and breeding grounds. However, the exact reason why European robins have such highly sensitive magnetoreception remains uncertain. Researchers believe that their internal compass may rely on extremely tiny effects at the quantum level. While still a theory at this point, physicists propose that the magnetic field's interaction with entangled electrons triggers a biochemical reaction within the avian eye. This reaction enables birds to actually see Earth's magnetic field, providing them with a unique heads-up display that guides their journey across the world. Some turtles breathe through their butts. This adorable little turtle possesses a remarkable secret. It has the ability to breathe through its rear end, specifically its cloaca. The cloaca is a versatile orifice utilized for urinary, digestive, and reproductive functions in amphibians, reptiles, and birds. By extracting oxygen from water drawn in through its posterior, the Australian Fitzroy river turtle can fulfill an astounding 70% of its oxygen requirements. A few other species have also mastered this unique technique. The North American eastern painted turtle employs the same method to survive winter hibernation at the muddy bottoms of creeks and ponds. Surprisingly, turtles are not the only creatures that practice bum breathing. Sea cucumbers and dragonfly nymphs have also been observed using this fascinating adaptation. The Portuguese man-o-war is Legion. It's like the ultimate team-up in the marine world, comparable to Voltron or a Megazord if you prefer that reference. Meet the Portuguese man-o-war, also known as the Floating Terror. At first glance, it may resemble a jellyfish, but it's actually a unique creature called a siphonophore. This fascinating organism is a colony made up of smaller, specialized animals that work together to create the impressive gelatinous marvel you see before you. These smaller organisms, known as zooids, live their entire lives attached to one another. Unlike the individual robot loins of Voltron, they cannot survive independently. Some of these zooids form a clever sail of air filler bladder, enabling the Portuguese man-o-war to travel with the wind and currents. Others within the colony possess venomous tentacles used to paralyze and kill unsuspecting fish, adding to the creature's awe-inspiring abilities. Mosquitoes, the deadliest animals. When it comes to the title of the deadliest animal, forget about lions, tigers, bears, or even the fearsome great white shark. Surprisingly, the mosquito takes the top spot as the world's deadliest creature for humans. These tiny and bothersome insects are actually miniature killing machines, responsible for approximately 725,000 human deaths each year. Their bites itself are not immediately lethal, but it's the transmission of deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, encephalitis, and yellow fever that makes them so deadly. Comparatively, shark-related fatalities average only around 10 per year. Zombie ants exist. While the concept of zombie takeovers may seem purely fictional and limited to horror movies, the insect world tells a different story. There exists a species of cordyceps fungi that reproduces by infecting ants and seizing control of their bodies. Once infected, these poor ants are driven to climb up plant stems only for the fungi to burst out of their heads, showering spores onto unsuspecting ants below. But that's not all. There are more examples of zombie-like behavior in insects. For instance, certain Costa Rican wasp larvae secrete a hormone that compels their host spider to spin a web specifically suited for the construction of the wasp's cocoons. After the larvae have drained the spider's body, they use the web as their protective shelter. It's quite astonishing to witness these real-life instances of insect zombies. So perhaps it wouldn't hurt to have a zombie survival plan tucked away, just in case. Tardigrades can survive in space. Tardigrades, commonly known as water bears, are the incredibly resilient and charming creatures of the microscopic realm. Despite their small size and seemingly plump appearance, they possess such robustness that they are practically invincible. In freezing temperatures, they can dehydrate themselves to a mere 3% water content and endure the cold for up to 5 years. Remarkably, they can survive without access to food or water for an astonishing 30 years. Even more astonishing, they can withstand the harsh conditions of solar radiation and the vacuum of space. This incredible ability has led some astrobiologists to consider the possibility of panspermia, the idea that life could have originated on other planets and traveled to Earth. Tardigrades truly exemplify the astonishing resilience and adaptability of life in the most extreme environments. Are you ready for another mind-blowing fact that will leave you in awe? Brace yourself and hold on to your seats tightly, because the forthcoming astonishing animal fact is about to take your breath away and ignite a strong desire for more. There are immortal jellyfish. Prepare to be amazed by the incredible story of the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. This mesmerizing creature is one of several animals that have unlocked the secret of reversing aging, akin to a real-life Benjamin Button. After starting life as a free-swimming larva, they settle down on the ocean floor as polyps, eventually budding into tiny medusa. But here's where it gets truly mind-boggling. When injured, they have the extraordinary ability to revert back to their polyp stage and repeat this cycle indefinitely, rendering them biologically immortal. Some scientists believe that this remarkable phenomenon holds immense potential for regenerative medicine. However, it is important to keep in mind that we shouldn't hold our breath waiting for a real-life fountain of youth to materialize anytime soon. The immortal jellyfish stands as a captivating testament to the wondrous possibilities of nature.